Coach, what did you tell your guys coming into a game like this? You knew the hype that was surrounding it. You knew what it meant as far as the Heritage Conference standings go. So what did you tell them, and how did they keep their composure?
I didn't tell them a lot. We have gone through this last year with Blairsville. I mean, we had packed houses with Blairsville last year, and they were used to that. They've been in that situation. They're a seasoned bunch that went out early in the playoffs last year. They came back this year sort of on a mission and want to make the best of the year that they can. And they're just playing together as a team and playing hard.
And how nice is it for you to have 2-3 guys that can come off the bench and fill in the way that they do?
I love it. I love it. That's a luxury we have this year that we didn't have in the past, that we actually have guys coming off the bench and not losing anything by them being in there.
And everyone knew coming in you guys were going to try to get the ball inside. You had a little bit of a height advantage. It seemed like you may have struggled with that a little bit in the first half, so what were you seeing?
They're a scrappy bunch. Even when we try to put it inside, they're putting 2 guys on the guy inside, and they were playing hard. I felt the first half, the rebounding went to them because they were shooting some long shots from the perimeter and getting some long rebounds. We adjusted a little bit in the second half by going more man-to-man with them and looking to box out players. And I thought we controlled the boards in the second half, and it helped us. It helped us once we did that, we could run our break and spread it out a little bit on offense.
And they're a team that likes to shoot the ball a lot. They kind of were starting to miss shots there in the second half. So how did that make you feel knowing that they were missing their shots?
Made me feel really good. Made me feel great. But they have 4 or 5 weapons on that team that you have to respect this line, the 3-point line out here with. And that's what makes it tough to defend them. That you can't sag off or they'll pop the 3 on you. So I thought when we went man-to-man, our guys did pretty good. And when they did get past us, we had Ben underneath to be a force for us to block some shots.
Right. John Capitosi took it upon himself there in the fourth quarter. He went and drove the lane, made some things happen. Is that something he's been doing for you guys all year?
Yeah, he's our leader. Johnny's our leader. I can't say enough about Johnny. He's just the go-to guy, and he loves the ball to be in his hands. And that's, as a coach, that's great to see. He wants the ball in his hands because he knows he can be effective with the ball in his hands. And he had some clear lanes to the hoop that he took advantage of and really pulled a lead for us with that.
And what were you most pleased about tonight from this team?
Well, these guys played I figured it out today. They played 16 minutes in the last 17 days. Which I thought for sure we'd be really rusty coming out. We practiced, but practice gets old if you keep practicing. And I thought they came out with some inspiration. It was a big game for them. And they got the win. And now now we start playing 3 games a week, which is going to be fun for them. So a lot of practicing is over. It's now game time for them, and they know this. And this game was huge, in not only the conference, but in the standings. And we know we have to go to Saltsburg, but we wanted to have the advantage a little bit and take this one on our home court.
It's a bittersweet feeling for you guys, being the defending champions, being on top, having seniors and everything. And how's your team been dealing with having that target on their back?
Well, we know right from the beginning, anytime, if we're against somebody that did what we did in the last 2 years, we'd be after them too. And they handled it so well. They know every game, everybody, no matter who it is. They don't even have to be the top team. We found that out last year going to Purchase Line, that we could make people's season by not being ready. So they took it upon themselves. Practices have been great, enthusiastic. They pull for one another. If anybody has running to do, they all run it together with that person. You talk about a complete team. These guys have it, and I love being around these guys. They make me feel good, and I'm just so elated to see them having the season they're having right now.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you.